Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. To open today's webinar, the Australian dollar is putting a further threat to the upside as the market clears 76.90 resistance, moves on towards the 77.40 level. In light of the current 3 months rejections of at least 11 to 12 times around this 77 level, I still feel the market should foul towards any up challenge of 77.40. With the four recent posted bearish outside range days as well, should convince the bulls to give up the challenge, eventually see a move back to the support that comes in at 76.85 and then lower down towards 76.40. In the event we get a break above 77.40, however, would expose further upside, staging the market to buy back its shorts and see a rally on towards 78 to 78.5. However, as I mentioned, it highly looks unlikely at this stage. So I still hold my bear view. The euro, since yesterday's open in Sydney to a bearish gap opening, the market briefly filled in the gap and then falls away quite heavily and takes out the 110.55 support. In light of this break, I'm looking now for further weakness towards 109.90 and then lower down towards 109.35.45. With that said, though, we should still keep in view that the dailies haven't fully transpired into a negative call, so we should not discount any advances up towards 110.70 to 111.30.35 in the next 24 to 48 hours. But overall, the market is becoming more bearish. Yesterday's opening dollar yen, gaps open, breaks above 103.55 and now sustains and holds bullish momentum to look towards a challenge of 104.90. With the extension now seen towards 105.50, any pullback should be limited, with the support now coming in at 103.40 and firmer from that region of 102.70. Towards 105.90 could find supply returning. However, let's see how the next 24 to 48 hours holds out, and we could even see scope towards 106.20. The Great British Pound is weakening, and since yesterday's open, the market is now falling through that 123.90 support, exposing the next down potential of 123.10 to 122.45.50. In light of last week's very strong advance, now looks like the gains are ready to be returned. However, we need to see further confirmation from the dailies to give that call towards 122 to even lower towards 120 or maybe 118. So I am still very bearish off this market, and this advance is just a one-off from last week. Resistance on the day comes in around 124.5 to 50.55, around there towards 125 figure 30. The gold, since yesterday's gap open to a bearish sentiment, falls away from 1,305 to now challenge the support seen around 1279. In light of the weak price action, and also if you look at the dailies, the market is holding to a negative crossover from the stochastic, which puts further threat down towards a potential target of 1260 and reassess from there. Any advances on the day should be capped around 1288. And to finish up with oil, as I mentioned yesterday, I was a little bit concerned that the market was a little bit oversold and the target of 43 may not be reached. From the low of 43.90 on Friday, the demand has returned and now looks towards $46 a barrel, and a clearing of 46.20 could see further scope towards $48 a barrel. I'm not as negative as I was previously. However, a rejection from 46.20 would give further hope for the bears and provide the confidence to return the negative call towards $43. But let's see how the upside challenge pans out before giving that call. Well, that brings the end of my daily video, but as always, you can get further information from my intraday report. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you have a great day ahead.